11 Alive News at 6 p.m. starts now.
First tonight at 6, we are staying on top of breaking news out of Henry, Clayton, and Gwinnett counties. All 3 separate incidents involving law enforcement.
We're going to begin tonight in Henry County, where there is a search underway for a man accused of shooting a detention officer near the Haddon Place Apartments in McDonough. That officer is in critical condition as we speak. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Cody Alcorn is at Grady Hospital, where Officer Williams is now being treated.
But let's first get you out to Bobeth Yates live in McDonough, where they are searching for the accused shooter here.
Well, that manhunt continues, even though Henry County Police sheriffs have cleared this scene here. But they say just because they've cleared their scene here at Haddon Place apartment complex and are now allowing residents to go back in, doesn't mean that this manhunt is over. They say they will not stop until 32-year-old Brenson Bernard Thomas is in custody. Now take a look at this picture. Now this again is 32-year-old Brenson Bernard Thomas. Officials believe he is responsible for the shooting that claimed the life of a Henry County correctional officer and also a second person whose name has not yet been released. Now the search began in around the Haddon apartment complex, but police believe Thomas fled the scene in this 2020 dark Toyota Camry. Now take a look at the license plate. Now if you see this car, you're asked to call law enforcement. Now, Henry County Sheriff did speak to us and gave us some preliminary information that could help us identify Thomas. Take a listen.
I will say this, Mr. Thomas, I recommend that you turn yourself in because we will not eat, sleep, or get any rest until we take you into custody. Turn yourself in.
Pretty much sure they are pretty much hoping that, you know, either he turns himself in peacefully or they're able to get him, because it is kind of nerve-wracking, especially when you have children that, and what did happen, that is kind of scary.
Now that was a neighbor talking about how this ordeal just kind of impacted her. She just literally just not able to get into her house, literally standing on the side of the road for hours as they waited to try to get in as police cleared the scene. Now again, 32-year-old Brenson Bernard Thomas on the loose. He has 2 identifiable tattoos for the Saints tattoos on his neck. If you know or see him, you're asked to call police. Sending it back to you.
Okay, Bobeth, thanks a lot for the update. Cody Alcorn is going to pick up our coverage tonight from Grady Hospital, where the injured detention officer is in critical condition right now. So, Cody, you've seen other officers showing up this afternoon, right?
That's right, Ron. There are Henry County deputies here at Grady Hospital. We can tell you Officer Williams was flown here this afternoon. That flight landed to my left. He was rushed into surgery. We know he was shot multiple times. The question is, was he wearing a bulletproof vest? That's one thing I did ask the sheriff's office. I also asked the sheriff's office why this detention center officer was at the apartment complex where Bobeth is at this afternoon, because most of the time they work at the jail. They said those are questions they cannot answer at this time. If you look to my left here, you'll see a Henry County deputy's car parked down in front of the ER next to a GSP trooper's car. That officer got here about 4:30 this afternoon. So again, here at Grady, we can confirm Officer Williams is here. He is in critical condition. They said critical but stable. That means, though, his injuries are life-threatening when he was dropped off here. I should also mention, this is the second officer brought to Grady this week who was shot in the line of duty. There's also a Chamblee officer here at Grady recovering after being shot earlier this week. So make sure you keep these officers in your thoughts and prayers tonight as they continue to recover.
Absolutely, Cody. Thanks a lot.